Oh, I mean, it hurts. It stinks. Our kids fought for 60 minutes, and you know, I mean, that's a good football team, and congratulations to Dino. And I know it meant a lot to him to win this one, but man, it just stinks. We didn't play our best. The noise rattled us in the first half. It's a lot louder than I thought it would be, and missed a chip shot field goal, and I decided to go for it there at the end. Thought we could punch it in, and I'll second guess all of that, because it certainly didn't go our way tonight. But way too many penalties, and we struggled to stop the run, but we settled in defensively the second half, and I thought offensively we did some good things the second half. But just hurt for our kids. It's part of life, it's part of a sport, it's part of the team, and we'll find out how we rebound. It feels like it's been a while.
That was kind of my next question. As it has been a while, you almost don't even know how to take something like that. But like you said, I mean, does the true test of that start tomorrow when they go back to work, or Monday?
Well, thank God we've got a little time. We need a weekend off. At some point, playing all late games and traveling, it catches up with you with what we go through on a given week. And luckily today's Friday or whatever time it is, Saturday morning, but we need a day off to rest for sure. And then so they'll have Saturday and most of Sunday off too, and we'll get back to a normal week on Monday morning.
Coach, take me through that. You mentioned at the fourth down play there. What did you see or what were you? Was it analytics at that point? Or
yeah,
what
analytics said
down?
go for sure. And we've been iffy on our short field goals for sure, and analytics said go, and obviously I'd like to have the call over again when it doesn't work. Felt like we'd get it in our best player's hand, and they'd been, they probably knew that too, and we ran speed option to the boundary, and they strung it out pretty good, and Malik turned it up pretty quick. I'd see the film and see if that was the right decision, but I hurt for him because no one takes it harder than he does. When you lose a game like this, and it's just but it's disappointing and sickening, but a lot to learn from it, and we'll go back and go to work.
Take some from the media now. We'll go to Damian Sordelab from the Lynchburg News in Advance.
It seemed like for most of the first half, the offensive line just looked overwhelmed. Malik was getting a lot of pressure, looked like a sea of orange and blue just attacking up the middle, forcing him on the run. What adjustments did you guys make in order for him to have the pocket, to have the type of second half he was able to have?
Stayed out of third and longs, really. I mean, it seemed like the whole first half we started on like the 5-yard line or the 10-yard line. Every time we had special teams, we had a penalty on us, and we were behind the chains a lot, and some of it was us, some of it was penalties, and they certainly were bringing pressure, and we started the second half we were running the football, and that kept us in some third and manageables, which certainly helped our protection also, and we threw some more on early downs too.
Next, let's go to Chris from Herb FM.
Hey, Kurt Freeze, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry for the tough loss tonight. What do you see from Syracuse from last year to this year? Do they look like a more improved team and a lot better than, I know with the fans, it's probably a different story having fans in the crowd, but do you feel like they're a lot better?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, they got one of the top defenses in the country. I mean, the stats show that. I think they're ranked 4th in total defense, and that defensive front is very athletic, and they're very well coached on the back end. And I think that front seven is just playing at a very high level for them. Offensively, I think they're kind of finding who their identity is, and obviously Tucker's a really good running back, and the O-line blocked extremely well. But defensively, they're good enough. They're going to be in most games.
Coach,
Go ahead.
Go back to Schrader, Coach, with him getting the start tonight. I mean, some of those option plays and things that they ran, were those things that they had put on tape beforehand, or were you guys having to make some adjustments to that as the game went on?
Yeah, I don't think they really hurt us with the option game. They hurt us with some quarterback runs when he pulled, but we knew that they could do that with him, and they hurt us with some screen game in the first half that we adjusted in the second half, and kind of fix that. But no, there's nothing that we weren't really ready for that they showed.
Let's go next to John from A Sea of Red.
The missed field goal in the first quarter there by Barbier. How much did that impact the rest of the game, and how much did that impact some of your decisions in the fourth quarter?
Well, it factors in for sure in your mind when you're thinking about, putting the ball in Malik Willis's hands. And, if they stop us, they're going to have it on the 2-yard line, and our defense was playing well the second half. Ultimately got a stop, and we got it back, which is really what we had hoped for. And unfortunately, we had our first turnover of the year, and I don't think they turned it over any. So it factors in, but we got to give him shots when we have them. But it'd been nice to get those points right there at the first for sure.
Let's go down to Luke Randall.
Hey, Coach. Not knowing who the quarterback was tonight, with Schrader getting his first career start for Syracuse, how did that impact the preparation?
We prepared for both. We'd seen both play, so we weren't sure who was going to start, but it didn't really affect our preparation. I mean, what they hurt us with in the first half was the tailback running the wide zone, and their O-line doing a great job on that and us getting out of our gaps. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. That had nothing to do with who they started at quarterback, so I don't think that really played a role in it.
Now let's go to Damian next.
Hugh, what was the defensive adjustment that helped turn the corner in the second half and really limit what Tucker was able to do in the run game?
I don't really want to go into the adjustments we made, but Scott and them did a nice job of adjusting for sure.
The tackling looked like it maybe got a little bit better there in the second half. Story Jackson stepped up, had some big shots there.
Yeah, obviously tackling better always helps.